Good morning, guys. So today is Wednesday. I'm just on my way to work. But I just wanted to jump on and talk about what's been happening in the States. And I want to talk about it more from a police wife's perspective. What happened was absolutely horrific. It shouldn't have happened. And of course I'm talking about George Floyd. But the amount of rioting that is going on, the amount of hate right now that is directed to the police is staggering, and it's absolutely terrifying. Because even though we live in Canada and these things don't really happen here like they do in the States, but people are still very upset about it, and it does trickle down to where they kind of feel like everybody's in the same boat, you know what I mean? Even though that really doesn't happen here, or anyway, so there are bad cops everywhere. There are bad people everywhere. You can't get away from it. Just because there are bad people in different professions doesn't mean that they're all bad. And I know, do you know who's another good example of this? Actually, our priests. There are bad priests out there. As we all know, how many times we've heard the story of children being molested by priests. Does that make all priests bad, or all priests child molesters? No, of course not. The majority out there are great, God-fearing people, right? But the bad ones really give the good ones a bad name. And it's the same for the police. And I saw somebody, actually it was Chris Rock, had made a post about this and that, you know, how there are bad apples in every profession, but that there shouldn't be, there's some professions that there shouldn't be bad apples in, and that the police are one of them. And you can't say, well, you can say that, but you can't expect that. There are, like I just said, bad apples in every single profession. There are, and like I said, you can't vet them out. You know, they try as best as they can, but you don't go into a job interview saying, I'm a racist asshole that wants to kill people. Or, you know, going into the priesthood or their, I can't remember what it's called, they go and train at, but they don't go in there saying that they like little kids, you know. And he actually used an example of how you can't have a bad pilot because, sorry, my nose is itchy, sorry. You can't have a bad pilot who, you know, just a bad apple who flies somebody into a mountain. But there are bad pilots. There have been pilots out there who are alcoholics, and that they flew, you know, the plane into the ground. There's doctors out there who, same thing, were drunk and, you know, killed somebody on the table, or took advantage of women or young girls or whomever in their office, you know. Like, there's bad people in every profession, but that doesn't mean that everybody in that profession is bad. And I hate that I'm seeing so much hate towards the police. You know, there's something on a social media site where somebody had spray painted a wall saying, save a life, kill a cop. You know, like, these men and women are going out there risking their own lives to save everybody else. You know, like, they'll run into the gunfire to save people. You know, they put their lives at jeopardy every day that they go out there. And we already have to, as spouses, have to worry that when our spouse puts on that uniform and they go out, that they're already being targeted, without this added stress of people really hating because of these bad apples, if you will, that are out there, you know. And I just want to see some more support for our men and women in blue that are out there and that are disgusted themselves with what happened. Like they do not stand behind what this officer did. They're disgusted and they are heartbroken that one of their own could do that, you know. So just support our local police, support, just don't hate on them for something that somebody else did, because there's definitely more good out there than there are bad, 100%. So just keep that in mind. Done my ramblings. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.